guys, Mix here, and in today's video, as you guys can tell from the title and thumbnail, we are back with a couple of the dirt bikes. So today we're going to be working on the KLX 125 and the free pit bike Supermoto pit bike. So a lot of you guys have been commenting where the dirt bikes have been, and honestly I've just had nothing to do with them. You know, none of them have broke or anything, and I can't really ride that much because the nearest track is like an hour away from here, so I can't really get out there, and the weather's been bad and everything like that. But it's been a minute since the Kawi and the Honda have both been in a video, but today we're going to be reviving both of them. The Kawasaki I have not started in a long time, and it has a flat front tire, so we're going to be replacing the tube on that. And then as you see, I have another tube in here, and that is for the rear of the Honda. So I don't know what caused either of these flats. I mean, one day they were full, the next day they won't hold air anymore and they're leaking from somewhere. So the rear on this one should definitely be interesting, because if you guys remember when I was putting on these Supermoto tires, they were so tight to get on this small rim. So that should be interesting. But I do want to go ahead and start off with the Kawasaki first, and then we'll move on to the Honda. And then later on in the video, we'll start them both up. Hopefully the Kawasaki runs, because it's been a long time since it's ran. The Honda has ran pretty recently, so that one should start up, but this should be interesting. So guys, let's get started and begin taking off the front wheel off of the bike. So I just got the tire pulled off. It wasn't too hard, but this axle is dry as a bone. So I definitely got to lube this up a little bit before I put it back in, because it was a little bit of a pain to pull out of there, but it's out. So now what we're going to do is try and drain any excess air that might be left in here. Now go ahead, start prying away at it, and the new tube should be in no time. So I just got the tube out of the tire, and I suspected that it was probably a valve stem leak, and it definitely was. So now, let's get rid of this old one and take out our new one. And yes guys, I know I do need tire spoons, you know, instead of flathead screwdrivers, so hopefully I don't puncture the new tube. That would really suck. But I'm just gonna take it nice and easy, so I don't stab a hole into this thing. So the tire is back on with the tube inside. I had to bring it down to the floor just because it got super tight. I had to stand on one side, but now for the moment of truth. Did I pinch the tube? And now for a listen. Sweet. I don't hear any leaking. So now we'll throw on the new cap, throw it onto the bike, then move on to the Honda. Alright, so the tire is now fully on, nice and tightened down. Still got all its air in it, so that is awesome. So now we'll go ahead and transition back over to the Honda. And while I'm also doing the rear wheel, I want to go ahead and try and fix these brakes, because for some reason, like, they are super hard to push down, and it doesn't return. Like, once you push it down, it's kind of annoying. But hopefully this is easier to come off now that it's stretched out a little bit. Let's give this a shot. Alright guys, so as I said before, this was really tight putting it on, and I can't even get like 2 lifts off of this thing. So I'm going to try this off camera, because it's probably going to take a while, and wish me luck. This is a little while later, and this thing is honestly just beating me. This is the best I could do, and it is so tight. So I might just need to bring it to a like a dirt bike shop or whatever, just to get it put on. Honestly, I don't even know if they're going to be able to get this thing off, because this is like crazy. Like, look at that. no play at all. So I'm not gonna stress myself out with this thing. But in the meantime, I do want to go ahead and roll out the Kawi and do a little cold start on it and see how the new front tire tube feels. Jeez. Back to the old stomping grounds. So guys, I do want to go ahead and try and start it, so turn on the fuel. Let me even check. Alright, yeah, we got fuel. I'm going to guess it's going to take 7 kicks to try and get this thing started again. Gonna give it a couple slow kicks. Man, this thing has more compression than I thought it had before. Alright, choke is on. Here we go. Whoop. I have no idea how many kicks that was. Alright, choke is off. Yeah, it doesn't want to run with the choke off quite yet. And then we'll take it out for a little ride. So I'm pretty sure it's just about warmed up. So now let's try and see how she rides. Pretty good. Feels pretty good. So the Kawasaki is back. The front tire holding air still, so that's good. The carburetor doesn't feel clogged up or anything from sitting for so long, and it feels pretty good in power. You know, when I first got this thing, it was down in power. It wasn't running good, but seems to be running pretty good right now. One thing I want to do is get a front brake lever for it. I have a bunch of front brake levers, but none of them fit this one, so I guess I got to order one, you know, especially for this bike. I can definitely tell that the front brakes do work just from pressing down the piston with my hand. And like while it's rolling and everything, it does come to a stop, so I just need that lever, and then we should have full brakes. So I got the Kawi back inside, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the local dirt bike shop to get it taken off. Today is Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, and hopefully they're open. So I'm gonna try and go there now. Hopefully they're there so we can get that thing on, and then get the free Supermoto pit bike back up and going as well. So guys, I just got back from the motorsports shop, and today is Sunday, and they don't open their service counter, like where they work on the bikes and everything, until Tuesday. So I dropped off the tire there, and it should be done by Tuesday. So it looks like that we're not going to be able to ride the Honda in today's video. But as I said earlier, I do want to try and figure out the issue that I'm having with the brakes not returning. So what I'm going to do is just take it off the crate so I can get to the brake pedal, and I'll see if it's still stiff from there or if it's only stiff when I have the tire on. So I've been trying to lube up like the little pivot joint of where the pedal goes, and it is a little bit easier, but it still feels pretty rough. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep the spring that was on this little arm here, But now I'm also going to try and add a spring that goes from here into that little hole. So it's going to be pretty long, and hopefully that's enough to hold that thing back. So I just finished like making my spring, and I put in the hole that I want. So now I just need to drill a little tiny hole in the arm of the brake pedal, and then I should be able to reach and hook that in. Then I put on that one, and hopefully that's enough spring to return it back. Okay, hopefully that holds up. So now I'll just throw it back on this bottom spring, and there we go. Definitely feels way better. We'll just see how it is when the tire's on. So guys, I'm going to be ending the video here. I wish that we were able to get the tire back onto the Honda in today's video, but we're just going to have to wait for that to get done at the shop. But definitely stay tuned for more dirt bike content coming soon. In probably about a month, I'm going to be going to the track way more often than I usually do with the RM. So got to get the RM ready for that. Just needs like a transmission fluid change, and should be good to go with that. And we also actually have a new riding spot. So the Kawasaki, the DRZ, I mean, maybe the Honda. I'm sure the Supermoto tires would be fine at the new riding spot that we have. So definitely get some pit bike adventures with a bunch of people going there. So guys, stay tuned for more awesome videos coming soon. I definitely want to try and upload more now that we have the new shop. And winter is kind of going down because the temperatures are going up, so I don't know what's up with that. It hasn't even snowed this year yet. But anyway, guys, follow my social medias. They'll be on the outro of this video. And comment down below what videos you guys would like to see on this channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.